If I could ask you just one question, one that cuts straight past the small talk and the pretending, it would be this: what's the bigger risk? Is it carrying on exactly the way you're going right now, keeping things safe, predictable, familiar? Or is it taking the deeper dive, stepping into uncertainty, leaning into fear, choosing the road that doesn't promise comfort, but does promise a chance at something real? What's better? To take 8 big risks in life, maybe miss the mark on 1, but succeed on the other 7? Or to take 100 risks and succeed on only 8 of them? My hunch, if there's a God, if there's any higher wisdom looking at us at all, he's saying, go for the 100, go miss 92 times. Go take the wild swing, go get the 8 that matter. Because the truth is harsh but freeing if you're not taking enough risk to fail, to sin, to miss the mark. Then what are you really doing? Don't come back to life's table with even money. Don't come back with a safe bet. You can't afford that kind of safety. Not in this life. Not with the time you've been given. Feelings, our emotions, are one of those strange bets. They ask something real from us. They ask us to invest, to show up with everything we are, to put the whole heart on the line. And the temptation is always the same: to keep one foot out the door, to hold a little back, to stay almost committed, just enough to say you tried, but not enough to fully lose if things fall apart. It's a retreat disguised as wisdom, a way of staying safe while still pretending we're brave. But when you keep one foot out, you guarantee your own failure. Success becomes less likely. And even if success comes, even if you stumble into it, some part of you will know you didn't really earn it. You didn't really show up. We have to define success for ourselves, not for our parents, not for the world, not for anyone applauding or criticizing from a distance. And once we decide what success means to us, we have to maintain it. The daily tally, tending the garden, keeping the things that matter in good shape. Success is not just results, it's the person you become on the way. Don't study the outcomes, study who the person was when they achieved them. Every person who ever carved out something great in this world was at least a little bit of an outlaw, a hustler, someone out of balance, out of luck, driven by something deep, even if it pulled them through dark times. People who still wake up in the middle of the night haunted by the things they did back then. People whose past still bites at them. But here's the truth: their greatness grew out of the mess too. So prioritize who you are. Prioritize who you want to be. Don't spend time with anything or anyone who antagonizes your character. Carry on, trust, put in the work, and refuse to let the important things slide. Make a sacrifice today so you can hold something greater tomorrow. Trade a plastic ring now for a gold crown later. Give up something today for more freedom tomorrow. Give up something today for the healthier future your kids deserve. Be brave. Take the hill. But before you take the hill, ask yourself, what's my hill? What's worth the fight? And whatever answer you give, don't choose anything that risks your soul. Nothing is worth that. People chase living longer, but forget to chase living better. Longevity is good, sure. But what does it matter if the days were empty? What does it matter if the years weren't joyful? I don't want the highest number if the number doesn't mean anything. Quality over quantity. Profit over pure measurement. Longevity shouldn't be about stretching life thin. It should be about thickening the moments. I'm not afraid of dying, not really. I'm not looking forward to it either. If I'm face to face with that great white, I'll be shaking like anyone else. But death is inevitable. Maybe it's a period. Maybe it's a comma. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's not. But here's what I know: having no hope, no faith, no belief in anything, here or beyond, is the fastest way to stay stuck forever. If you can find even one small thing to look forward to, one small light to chase, your life gets better. Heaven or no heaven. Afterlife or no afterlife. Something to chase gives life meaning. Let's flip the script. Let's look to dreams, poems, prayers, pursuits of ideal beauty. The things that live between the lines, not in the math and not in the academic or intellectual. The things children know before they know the world's darkness. The beginner's mind, not foolish optimism, not ignorance, but that kind of hope that sees possibility where others see walls. We can still make those things real. I grew up believing in persistence. Endure, get up, dust yourself off, keep going. But there's a trap there, and a chill is heal. If you keep getting up without ever stepping back, without ever studying why you fell, you just repeat the same mistake again and again. There's a special kind of hell in repeating the same mistake over and over. When you've apologized for it, paid the price for it, tried to out-earn it, only to find yourself right back in the same place. That's hell. The mirror becomes hell. And if you repeat the offense enough times, the world notices. People lose trust. You lose trust in yourself. You start walking through life looking over your shoulder, remembering all the bridges you burned and all the people you hurt. That becomes a living hell. In the modern world, you can move cities, change your number, change your job, change your friends. You can leave your reputation behind. But you can't leave your reputation with yourself. If you lose that, if you don't trust you, if you break your own word to yourself over and over, then even if the world forgives you, you're still living in your own prison. And that's the hardest kind to escape. There was a time in my life when the work I was doing wasn't matching the life I was living. Rom-com after rom-com, it was fun, easy, good money. I could roll out of bed and do it. But my life outside the camera was exploding with meaning. I'd met the woman I loved. We were having our first child. I was alive in every way. Cried harder, laughed louder, felt more than ever. But the work, it was fine, just fine. And fine wasn't cutting it anymore. I wanted my work to be as vital as my life, but the roles I wanted weren't coming. So I made a decision: if I can't do what I want to do, then I'll stop doing what I don't want to do. And people thought I was crazy. Why throw this away? You've got it made. But my wife understood, I understood, and so I stepped back. I turned down the $14.5 million offer. I embraced the risk fully. And for a while, it looked like I'd written myself out of Hollywood forever. I really thought I might become a teacher or a wildlife guide. And honestly, I was okay with that. But the break, the 20 months of silence, made people wonder where I'd gone. And when you disappear on purpose in a world obsessed with being seen, people start believing you got a plan. Eventually, the work that mattered started coming back. But not because I chased it, because I had the courage to stop chasing what didn't matter. A lot of people feel like their work has more life than their actual life. Sometimes the job feels more real than the day-to-day. I felt that too. That's what pushed me to start writing. Writing forced me inward. No costumes, no music, no camera, no editing. Just me. It was an inward journey I'm still on. Confidence comes from pulling things off, from trusting your instincts, learning the reason behind them, understanding timing, knowing your audience, placing your bet at the right moment. And when it hits, when it lands, just the way you saw it in your mind, that gives you a kind of confidence nothing else can. But don't get attached to the outcome. Don't let success be your identity. Enjoy it, celebrate it, but don't depend on it to tell you who you are. Trust that time is on your side, not in a lazy way, not in the someday way, but in the sense that you don't need to rush. Rushing is different from moving quickly. Rushing is sloppy, rushing is fear. Rushing skips steps, misses details, burns out the soul. There's a difference between urgency and panic. John Wooden said it best: be quick, but don't be in a hurry. Imagine building a Lego set. If you rush, you end up with leftover pieces in a structure that doesn't stand. But if you move with presence, if you follow the rhythm one piece at a time, everything fits. And when the last piece snaps in, you feel the satisfaction of time well spent. Time isn't the enemy. Death isn't even the enemy. Not when we accept it as part of the deal. Since the end is non-negotiable, the way we use the middle becomes everything. But now we live in a world where time feels like it's speeding up. AI constant content, nonstop podcasts, answers in 10 seconds that used to take 10 days. But are people smarter? They don't sound smarter. If everything is significant, then nothing is significant. People are overloaded with digits, but missing the soul. Missing the bass guitar, the theme, and thread. They have facts, but no meaning. Data, but no wisdom. We need the soul back in the story, the rhythm, the rhyme, the order that turns information into understanding. That only happens when time is not your enemy, when you dance with it instead of racing against it. Start now. Don't wait. Don't fall asleep at the wheel. Time's ticking, but it's on your side. Move with it. Feel it. Put some soul back into the facts. That's how you build a life worth living, not longer, but better.